Okay, calm down.
You're working on this documentary, The Israeli, right?
Yes, we've got the Israeli. That's right. For what you thank you for reminding me. And so that should be done. We're really doing finishing touches now, and looking at the score, and looking at distribution already, and looking at partners to help us move it forward. But yeah, that's right. The Israeli. It's well, you saw the
Yeah,
clip.
can we show a clip?
Sure.
Okay, let's show a clip. You want to set this up? Tell us what this is.
I met Jacques is a survivor of the Holocaust. His parents were killed in Auschwitz when he was a young boy. He was saved by Belgians, and then as after the war was over, he was in an orphanage, like many other Jewish children who were orphaned and survived. And then the orphanages were taken by the Zionists and sent to Israel, what was to become Israel, or what had just become Israel. And he didn't want to go. He said, "Why do I want to go? I want to live in my country. My people saved me. I have no connection to that place." But he had to. He didn't have a choice. And the way he describes it, he says, well, the orphans, this entire project of sending the orphan was paid for by wealthy Jews, because he says, what do wealthy Zionists do? They pay for other Jews to go to live in Israel. And then he describes two things that are just incredible. One is that reality in Palestine between about 49 and 51, 52, where places like Jaffa was emptied. It was like a ghost town. The Majdal was right around that time, also completely emptied. And then the violence and the militarism that disgusted him so much, he couldn't wait to leave. And so, yeah, let's show that clip. That's right. So that's going to be that's going to be part of that movie, The Israeli, which really follows the story more or less of the general son.
The very few only pictures that I have from my parents. Maybe it would have been nice if there was a place where Jews knew they will always be welcome. But the solution was not to create a military state. To say, we need to defend ourselves against world anti-Semitism, and so we have to destroy Gaza. It is complete nonsense. What I can't stand is that they are justifying it in the name of my parents. They say that it's to protect us, the people that are coming down from the genocide, is to protect us from a new genocide. Not to say anything, not to manifest for the Palestinians, against that destructive militaristic state. Not say anything is to betray my parents. I cannot stay silent, it's impossible. To avoid a genocide, we have to be people, that's all. It's just an obligation to speak up against inhumanity. This is the only way.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting. Initially, he didn't want to take out and show the picture of his parents' wedding. In an earlier version, he said, I have a picture of their wedding somewhere, but it's too soon. Too soon. You know, now all these years after they were killed, wow. It's too soon. It's too fresh. I can't do it. Eventually, he brought it out, and we were able to record it because we did this over several days. But initially, he wouldn't show that picture. He didn't want to bring it out. It was too painful.
Wow.
But his sincerity and his, and he talks about, he says, if I, as an orphan, remember myself, seeing my parents be taken away, as an orphan, identify with anything, it's that young Palestinian child who hates the guts of his oppressor. That's who I identify with. And his words are just powerful. I met him the first time more than 10 years ago when I spoke in Brussels. And he came And he started talking about how the survivors who had arrived were treated by the Sabra, the Israelis who were already there, the generation that were already born there. And it was the first time that I heard it quite as strongly as that. He said they treated us like, he said it in Hebrew with kind of this French accent, avak adam, which is like dust people, like nothing, no value, no. And that was the Zionist perspective, was that, they were nothing. They should have been Zionists. They had it coming, and on and on and on. And
Right.
so yeah. So that was I'm really grateful that he gave us all that time and was willing to share all of